When you say I am, you're not just talking about yourself in a casual way. You're speaking from your consciousness, from your awareness of being. So before you say things like I am loved, I'm chosen, I'm rich, I'm tired, I'm sick, there's just I am. That's you. That's the real you, the one who is aware. Think of I am, the words I am, like a painter with a blank canvas, okay? So the words you add after I am is what you're choosing to paint. So what is consciousness? Consciousness is simply being aware. It's the part of you that knows you're here, that knows you're alive, that knows you're existing. It's not your body, it's not your name, it's not your job. It's the quiet stillness that's inside you that notices everything. And that is your true power. I am. So, why is it important to know this? And how does it help you when it comes to manifesting? Okay, so whatever you are aware of being is what you're going to experience. So if you say, I think I am not loved, then you're going to experience a reality where you're not loved. If you say, I am sick, you're going to experience a reality where you are sick. If you say, I am not worthy, you're going to experience a reality where you're not worthy. I am poor, you're going to experience a reality where you are poor. If you change what comes after the I am and start saying things like, I am chosen, I am loved, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am abundant, then your outer world must shift to mirror back these new assumptions. So let me give you an analogy. Imagine you are in a video game, but the video only loads whatever you assume to be true. Okay, stay with me. If you keep assuming I'm the side character, I'm the whatever you call it, not co-pilot. You know when you have an actor and then you have the side person, or if you assume I'm the extra, the game is gonna show you scenes where you feel left out, forgotten, ignored. But the moment you change that and you decide I am the main character, I am loved, I'm chosen, I'm wanted, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, for example, then reality has no choice but to change because you are the one writing code. So when you want to consciously manifest something like a specific person or more money, you need to claim the identity that you want to experience, not what's going on around you. So not something like, oh, I want to be loved, because that's coming from lack, but rather I am loved. That's coming from you owning that, and then live in the end state. And that is just you thinking as if it's already true. So you have to ask yourself, if I was the version of me that had this desire right now, what would I be thinking and what would I be assuming? And don't worry about the 3D reality, because we know that's just the old story playing out, the old game, okay? I am is God in you, not in a religious way, but rather create a consciousness sort of way. So the moment you become aware of this new identity and you persist in this new awareness, then it must become your reality. That's how simple this is. And I know it probably will still sound confusing, especially to those of you that are new to the law of assumption and understanding it, but that's how this works. So if you are new to this, then just sort of ease yourself into it and just start saying things like, I am the woman or the man that gets everything I want. I am loved and adored and chosen and prioritized. I am the operant power. I am the woman or the man that manifests easily and effortlessly. I am always in control. I am living my dream life now. So whatever comes after your I am is what manifests. The key is to just persist in whatever comes after the I am. So let's apply this to manifesting a specific person, because I know so many of you ask these questions, but it applies to absolutely anything and everything. But I'm going to give you an example, and I'll use manifesting a specific person as the example because it's the most common thing that people ask, okay? So first thing I want you to know is this. Your specific person's words, their actions, or even them saying things like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, none of that is the truth. None of it. That is just a reflection of your past assumptions playing out like a movie that you once started. And now you're seeing the scenes of that. Okay? Nothing is set in stone. It's just a mirror. That's it. So you don't react to anything that they said. You simply decide, I am the version of me that is in a relationship with them now. Okay? So remember what I said about I am, whatever comes after I am. So let's say your specific person, we'll name him Alex. And he says to you, look, I'm not really into you like that. I only really see you as a friend. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I'm really sorry. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but it's just not what I want. You're not what I want. That's going to hurt, I know, but just stay with me. But it doesn't need to hurt, because you've got to remind yourself that what he said is just the script from your old story where you've been assuming things and thinking things like, love doesn't work out for me. Maybe they won't see me as, serious or someone that they want to be with. I'm never chosen. I'm never the one people want. So then he reflected that. But that script ends right now. Ends right now. And you can flip that. You can turn that over, do a complete 180 with your I am awareness. I am. So whatever comes after I am and what you persist in is what your reality will be. So you would start telling yourself, I am the version of me who is in a beautiful, committed, loving relationship with Alex right now. So this isn't you hoping one day it's going to happen, because this is already true in consciousness, because all things exist right now in consciousness. And if it's true in your consciousness, we know it must harden into fact. It must be objectified in the 3D physical world. And you have to refuse to argue with the 3D. Okay, no matter what they say, you have to stop arguing with the 3D and reacting to the 3D. So maybe a thought will pop up, or you'll be reminded of them saying, I don't really want this. And you get that sinking feeling, and then you sort of dwell back into the old story again. You step in, you say, no, that was my old reality, and I do not live there anymore. That is not me. They're just reflecting my old assumptions, but I've changed, and so will the 3D. Stay on that path. You don't chase, you don't beg, you don't do anything in the 3D. You change you. You change your I am, and they'll change automatically. You have to live from this new state every single day. So the easy way to do this is what I've spoken about recently, is asking yourself what you wouldn't be doing as well. So every day you have to ask yourself, especially if you start thinking unfavorable things in an old story, you say, if I was the version of me that was with Alex right now, I was his girlfriend, I was his wife, I was his partner, what would I be assuming if they don't text back fast? What would I be thinking? How would I be reacting to things? Would I be panicking? Or would I be trusting it's mine? Because if you know you're in that relationship and you know that whatever your I amness is going to be pushed down and reflected back, then it shouldn't matter. So it's not like you're pretending in the 3D, but you know the only thing that you need to shift is your I amness, what you are thinking, what you are assuming, what you are dwelling in the most. You can you can even have inner conversations with Alex, where you imagine you speaking to them, him speaking to you, or a bit of both. You can imagine him saying, I don't even know why I said that I didn't want you. I was in love with you from the moment I laid eyes on you. You can imagine saying something to him like, look at us now, like you said you wanted to be friends and now we're married. I actually said that to my SP as well. Have inner conversations and enjoy it. And another thing I don't want you to do is to look at the time, monitor their behaviour, check the 3D for signs if there's movement, because all of those things come from a version of you that doesn't have what you want. Because the version of you that is, I am in a relationship with Alex, would it be the same versions as I am checking the 3D to see if there's signs, to see if my manifestation is coming, So your job isn't to make Alex want you. Your job is to assume the identity of the you that's already wanted. So imagine if the 3D was like a Netflix series, okay, and you're the writer of this series. You're the one that decides everything that goes down in every episode. So if Alex says, I don't want a relationship, I'm not ready for this is really well worn, I'm not really into you. That was, season 1, episode 7. You're on season 2, episode 5 now. Alex has changed his mind and he has realised he's in love with you. Okay, it really is simple. It's just the hard part, I think, is just people not focusing too much on the 3D and going through and not reacting to their circumstances. But that's why you have to remind yourself about your I amness, okay? Anyway, so what you need to continue doing is saying affirmations each day, which is going to help you stay in that state where you're like, I have this, I am this, okay? So you tell yourself, like, I am the woman, the man, but for this example, I'm the woman that is married to Alex, or I'm the woman that's in a relationship with Alex. We're together. Alex is, what's the word? Head over heels for me, devoted to me, committed to me, cherishes me. I'm wanted, I'm loved, I'm chosen. I am all of these things. I'm in a secure, strong, solid, unbreakable, unshakable relationship with Alex right now. And every single day you keep telling yourself this, you keep telling yourself this, you keep telling yourself this. And that will be your reality, because whatever comes after I am is what will be your reality, because it's coming from what you believe and assume to be true. Okay, so I hope this lesson has helped you understand a little bit more about manifesting. And if you want to work with me, the link is in my bio to book a one-on-one coaching session. I must say, you don't need coaching to manifest, because you are so powerful. It's just there if you want help understanding what your subconscious beliefs are, or understanding manifestation a little bit more. Or if you get stuck with things and you just want some questions answered, it's absolutely fine. But you can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this.